Hey everyone, NWA Prepper here. So I am gonna do my little spin addition to a post on their Patreon page. So I'm gonna not refer to their content very much, because if you're not on Patreon for Viking preparedness, you should be. Certainly worth my value, or the value is worth what I spend on their Patreon channel. And yeah, that you should be. I like Patreon. It's a very useful tool for me as well. But Viking preparedness on Patreon. What his video was about was a CMO, Chief Medical Officer of your MAG group or tribe, or I forget what he word. So if you watch that, awesome. If not, go subscribe, watch his CMO video. A chief medical officer is your main medical person. Just like you have to have a main security person, you have to have a main, every task has to have somebody who that's their primary focus. That doesn't mean they don't do other things. It doesn't mean they don't learn other things. So, in a group supporting everyone's tasks, such as if you know your security guy, because security is sexy. Guns are sexy. Armor is sexy. Those are the things that draw us as preppers. And often people give them the most attention. They just do. I did at a time. Everyone does a little bit. So break those areas down and find whomever that person is. In this case, your medical guru, who may be no guru at all. Could just be somebody who's the most likely to put on a Band-Aid. And so you guys said, hey, look, you have a basic first aid class. You're it. You're the highest hog in our medical trough. Support them. When they need, if that's what you have as medical training and you're medical guy, that's awesome. I'm so proud of you. That's a step. But just like any training, with firearms training, with, canning and everything, it takes practice and it takes some resources. So if you're in a group and you think medical is important, I promise you, if you don't think it now, you certainly will when it's too late. Medical is very important. Back that person up. Encourage them, lift them up and go, hey, I saw that the local fire department is doing an ambulance demonstration, or they're doing a CPR class, or they're hosting a Stop the Bleed class, or hey, here's a refuge medical class that we'd like to send you to, or 1,000 other classes. Those are my favorite. I like American Heart Association First Aid. I like Red Cross Professional Rescuer, and I love refuge medical classes. They're to the point, driven, and good classes. But if you're the medical person, you need to find more training. You need to sign up for the first responder blog on the computer. You need to Google first responder or EMTs, and you need to go to class. You need to go get your EMT. It takes a semester. Sometimes there's a prerequisite of EMR, emergency medical responder, or first responder. Do it. Focus on it. Learn those skills. Whether or not you take the test for the registry or national registry to go work on an ambulance is totally up to you, but still take the class. I dare say work part-time on the ambulance, and if you can't do that, there are volunteer fire departments, volunteer ambulance services all over the country, probably all over the world, but I'm certain all over the country, that are looking for people who are interested in helping others, and they will help you provide that training. So if you're in a group and you're not the medical person, encourage them to do that. If you're in a group and you have a medical person and you're encouraging them to go to classes and they don't, then you go. And you go learn a higher level of training. And never stop. I don't stop with my pistol classes. I don't stop with my firearms classes. I go to everyone that I can get into, that I can afford, that I can find. It's the same thing with my medical classes. And I dare to say that I've got as much medical training as many, many people. I've been doing it a long time. I've been to lots of classes. Don't give up. Don't stop. Never stop learning. The next thing is, in addition to supporting that person in their role, just like you would support every other area, if your guys want to get chickens, then somebody's got to take care of the chickens. It's the same thing. Help them get the tools necessary to do the job. Don't leave it all in their lap. You don't leave buying all the food to the cook. You all come together and you work together and you go, okay, this month we're going to buy 100 pounds of rice and 100 pounds of beans. Well, it's no different with Band-Aids than it is with bullets, than it is with beans. Get together, save some money, spend a couple $100s on medical stuff, and let it be the things that your medical person already knows how to do. Ask them, what are some supplies that you're comfortable with, that you know how to use, that we only have a few of? If you're that person and you don't know that, open your first aid kit, lay it out in 2 piles and go, I know what it is, I don't know what it is. I know how to use it, what the heck? Back and forth until then you look at your I don't know pile and you go to your guys and go, guys, does anyone know how to use this? Okay, I know how to use these 3 things. I need gauze, I need tape, and I need Coban or self-adhering wrap. Okay, great. You guys buy a case of all of those things and say, here you go. What have you learned next? If you're the medical person, learn. And when you learn, share with your group. Hey, this is what I know. I just learned this. We can use this and this to do this, but we don't have any of this. Work together. Encourage each other. Just like you need more food, you need more batteries, you need more livestock, you need more medical stuff. You need more medicine. You need more Tylenol. You need, or acetaminophen. You need more ibuprofen. You need more anti-diarrhea medicine. You need those things. The things we all use every day and we don't think about it. That medical person needs to have to take care of you. There you are. To take care of you. If you use an over-the-counter medicine and they don't have it, buy them a box of it. Say, hey, will you put this in our group's medical? If you use an allergy pill and you buy it, when you buy one, go buy 2. Buy the generic one. Save some money. And then give it to your medical guy. Help them build your stocks as a team. Whether you store them together or whether you have a tub at your house marked medical, put the contents on it, send them a list and go, hey, this is the stuff that I'm bringing. These are the things that are just for you. So they know what they have, they know what they need, and ask them. And if you're the medical person, tell your team, these are the things we need. It's a long road, just like everything. And I know it can be overwhelming, but it can start with 1 box of Band-Aids. You can do it. Viking Preparedness, PJ, thank you so much for your inspiration and your drive on this subject. I'm very grateful. Let's get ready.